Hi, I'm Mike Ellis. I'm here with Mark and Marty. And today we're going to talk about marketing, specifically Facebook. And I want to tell you all that some really exciting things are happening. We had a Zoom with Mike the other night, and he's starting to get into Facebook advertising. But the things that are coming out, and what you really have to understand is that we're really just in the front end of starting our marketing. And as much as you've seen up to now, and there's been a ton of it, it's going to get even more focused. It's going to get more powerful. And really what we're going to do in the next 3 to 6 months is just build a massive distribution unit. And if you're in Unify right now, in our group, on our team, you are in such a really, really great place that you're not even going to believe what's going to happen. It is that powerful. But I'm going to turn it over to Mark and Marty in just a sec. They're the big YouTube guys, or not YouTube guys, but Facebook guys. I'm the YouTube guy. I love YouTube. I do that all the time. But Mark and Marty are just absolute phenoms with Facebook. And all of this stuff is going to tie in when we start building that massive distribution unit. It's going to allow you to actually duplicate things very, very quickly. Get people in, get them going, get them bringing in 3, and this thing is literally going to take off like a meteor. So listen very, very closely to Mark and Marty because, these guys are pros. They know what they're doing on Facebook, and they will absolutely make you better. Mark, go ahead and start it off. Kind of tell people where you're at, where you're going, what you're doing, and how you can help them. Go ahead, Mark.
Sure. Thanks, Mike. Well, let me start by saying that I've been a Facebook marketer for quite some time. I market on other social media sites as well, but my favorite is Facebook. Over the years, I've probably gotten most of my prospects, most of my business partners from Facebook marketing. It's very, very powerful. Facebook is basically a gold mine if you know how to use it and you use it properly. And there are some, definite rules of engagement and things that you need to do. Now, paid advertising on Facebook is very, very powerful as well. Like Mike had mentioned, we'll be doing some things with that going forward. But a lot of you out there, whether you're in Unify now or not, or just marketing a program, you're going to want to generate leads. And one of the best ways to do it is with free methods. So that's something that we want to focus on today. And as far as Facebook marketing is concerned, one of the things you always have to keep in mind, and I really want to emphasize this and stress it, is that you must practice permission-based marketing. You've probably heard me mention that before, but it's certainly worth repeating again, because the last thing you want to do, because people are going to turn and run in the opposite direction, you don't want to be blatantly pitching your links. You want to go out and you want to do it the right way. You want to ask for permission. Now, one of the things that is very, very important to do is to always be making new friends on Facebook. Every friend is a lead. Every friend is a prospect. And if you communicate with them properly, they could be a future business partner. So you want to go about it the right way. You want to engage the right way. You want to communicate with them the right way. But it starts by having friends in the first place. Now, a lot of people that are watching this may have a limited amount of friends, and you may say, I can't be a Facebook marketer. I just don't have enough people to communicate to. You can change that very, very easily and very, very quickly. All you have to do is, and we'll discuss a little bit later on, I'll discuss a couple of quick strategies also that might help you out initially. But one of the things you have to do is make, I would say on a conservative estimate, maybe 10 to 15 new friends a day. It's very, very easy to reach out to people, and I encourage you to do that. You make new friends, and then you open up the channel of communication. That's what it's all about. You want to be able to start a conversation because you never know where that conversation is going to lead. You have to ask questions, and if you ask the right questions, which we'll teach you and show you how to do, you'll get the answers that you're looking for. You'll be able to learn very, very quickly if what you have to offer, and in this case with us, Unify, is a good fit for your prospect. And in most cases, the answer is going to be a resounding yes. Anyway, that's it for me right now, Marty. On to you.
Yeah, Facebook, I've met a lot of people on Facebook, probably more than anywhere else, like Mark said. And what I've done is, like he said, you got to be careful. You want people to come to you, or at least feel that they're coming to you. And what I've done, I've gone back to all my friends list and kind of made people I think it would be good to work with and people I think that are leaders. I made 2 separate lists. And I've kind of, because I've talked to all these people sometime or another, I would send them a thing like, hey, how you doing, Bob? Long time no chat. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't, but in general they answer maybe the next day, day after, whenever they're online. And you small talk, see how they're doing, blah, blah, blah. And they will eventually ask you what you're doing. And because of what I'm doing, I'm so excited about it, it's not a big deal to tell them. I just say, well, I'm working with Mike Klinger, blah, 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 go to the stuff. I said, stuff like that. And I'm really happy. I found a home after 15 years. All the pieces are there. They say, can you send me info? Yes. Now, if it's a leader, what I've been doing is I'll send them the page, the capture page, and I also might send them the landing page so they don't have to opt in. And I know that sounds crazy, but I do that with people that I know are marketers, big marketers, just so they don't have to opt in, they don't feel the obligation. And I write that on there. Here's the landing page to it. I'm sure you don't need another opt-in, but if you do all the other info, of course, I'm here all the time. And that's what I've been doing. Also, like Mark said, every day somebody wants to be your friend. Almost everybody that's on Facebook. And what you do is just click on them, go find out what they're about. Are they an entrepreneur? Are they working online? And I'll friend them. It kind of saves the time. And as soon as you friend them, you can send them an instant message. The instant message is, hey, you won't believe what I'm doing. You don't want to throw up on them because they'll take off. You don't want to put no links. No, I never send a link unless the guy is begging for it or asking for it or a woman. So I send them a link when they ask, and then go from there. But most of the time, I'll look somebody up. I'll say, well, this guy's working online, which in most cases, people that are wanting to be your friend work online, especially if you've done this for a while. So I look at it, I like it, I make them a friend, I send them real quick IM, hey, looks like we're friends now. Look forward to chatting with you. It might be a week. Doesn't matter, it's somebody new, and it will happen. And then you talk to them, and a lot of cases it's new people, so they can't wait to tell you what they have. And I'm always polite. In fact, I'll look. But most of the time I know what it is if they tell me, because I've been online so long. I know almost all the new stuff. I have people share it with me all the time. We're very polite. I want everybody to succeed. I think we have the golden ticket. So when they ask, I express it to them. But that's what I'm doing, not counting the paid. That's what I do on Facebook. I try to use it. Even in a post, if somebody made a post, maybe in the answer, hey, that sounds great. Oh, that looks good. Hey, nice, whatever. People remember that, hey, happy birthday, whatever. Little things is a communication. If you communicate, people consider yourself, well, I know him. How much, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it starts a conversation where you can move back later and say boom, 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 boom. So that's what I do every day. Every day I do that. Be careful who you're all friends with. I've had other Facebook accounts that maxed them out with a bunch of people that probably never intend to do business. So you want to be careful about that. I have a family account where I can talk to family, but I'm on Facebook to build business. So that's how I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, let me add just a couple of things, guys, and then I'll turn it back over to you, Mark, and you can talk about some of the strategies that you use. When you're thinking about Facebook, you have to understand there are over 1 billion people on Facebook right now. And when we look at our niche and the people that want to come online and actually start a home-based business and get that walk-away money or that residual income, 93% of them, they might want to do it, but they don't know how to do it. They're looking for answers. And if you don't chase people and you have the mindset to let them come to you and then gradually give them this information, they're going to get very excited about what you have to offer them. Like Mark said, like Marty said, we don't chase anybody. We don't pressure anybody. We don't try and twist an arm here or there, because you don't need to. The people that we're going after, and there are millions of them, guys, millions and millions of them, they want what you have. And if you do it in the correct way, like Marty does, like Mark does, Facebook is a really, really effective way to get free leads and really build your team. Now, obviously, when we get into the ads, that's a different dog, and we will get into that. But this is just about you using the resources that you have. Don't cost anything, doing the work, which is not hard, and getting in front of the millions of people that actually need what we have. Mark, go ahead and give them a few strategies of what you do to promote and get them to come to your site.
Sure, Mike. I think that the first and foremost, the thing that you really want to remember, that this is really a business about communicating. And again, it can be any business you're involved in. You want to connect and you want to communicate. And to go about it the right way is really, really key. Now, on Facebook, the nice thing is, and Molly had mentioned it before, a birthday message, let's say, for instance. So one of the strategies, and it's definitely a strategy, because some people just take it for granted. And Marty, are you able to share your screen?
Yes.
Give a quick, for instance. Just jump over to your own Facebook profile for a moment.
Okay,
If you can do that, if you can share your screen. So I can just give a couple of quick examples to some people out there who may be interested. Okay, we're on Marty's screen right now. Now, the first thing I like to do, and again, it's all about really connecting and communicating, but you want to make sure you're connecting with the right people. Like Marty said, he and I and Mike and a lot of other people are on here for mainly the reason of making friends, of course, but you want to always help people out, and you want to, we're on for business purposes. And I wouldn't say primarily, but, it's something that we definitely strive to do, and this is the place that you really want to do it. So now when you're going out and looking for friends, and as I said earlier, you want to make, again, a conservative estimate, 10 to 15 new friends a day, very, very easy to do. You just connect, and you want to have people to talk to. You want to have people to communicate with. So if you have a lot of friends or you don't have a lot of friends, especially if you don't, you want to keep on adding. Now, the first thing I do when I'm looking for somebody that I want a friend, and you've got new people coming onto Facebook every day. Now, there's a limit of 5,000 friends that you can have, so every now and then, if you're somebody like myself or like Marty or like Mike that maybe already has a lot of friends, you want to do a little bit of basic house cleaning, and you want to make sure that you get rid of people that maybe you haven't communicated with. But there's some very, very easy ways, strategies that you can start the conversation, especially if it's somebody that maybe you haven't communicated with in a while. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do that quickly. But first, when I'm looking for a new friend, because I was emphasizing that a little bit earlier, one of the things I do, Marty, click on your About Me link. Now, one of the things you want to do when you're looking for friends that you want to connect with is that, now, Marty, click on, let's say, details about you. I mean, I haven't really looked at your profile lately, so I'm not sure if you have a lot of these modules.
No, this is my third account, so I haven't pulled all that in now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I can still make my point without a problem. If you see over here, under the About, it has the overview, it has family and relationships, contact basic information, details about a person. You can go to somebody's profile, go to the About Me page, and you can click on some of those links. And you want to see if those modules are filled in or not, because if they're filled in, it's what we like to call an eager socializer. And if you're an eager socializer, you're going to be very, very receptive and very responsive to somebody reaching out to you. And if you don't have any of those modules filled in, and I know Marty does on his main site, on his main Facebook page, if you have somebody that has those modules filled in, that's great. If they don't, to be honest with you, because there is a Facebook friend limit, I wouldn't even worry too much about reaching out to those people. Reach out to people that you can tell are engaging people, people that like to engage. And speaking of engaging, one of the other things that you want to do is in your basic news feed. You have a news feed, you can go to your news feed, you can see, go to your news feed, Marty. And now scroll down a little bit. And you're going to see all of your friends and different posts that they're making. One of the things, the best things that you can do for engagement purposes is when you see a post that resonates with you, you want to be supportive of your friends, because a lot of them are business people too. You want to go and you want to make a comment, but you don't want to make just a fluff comment like, oh, okay, nice, real good. You want to make some sort of a comment that is meaningful. And when you do that, it's just basically the law of reciprocity. People are going to, when you make posts on your page and it goes into their news feed, they're going to want to reciprocate. They're going to want to comment on your post. And that's one of the things that's going to get you more engagement. It's going to get more people in the news feed to see your feed, more of your friends. Because right now there are certain algorithms that Facebook only allows a certain amount of your friends to see your post. But if you're engaging and other people are engaging and they see activity on your posts, more and more friends will see your content in their news feed. So it's very, very important to engage with other people, especially if you want them to reciprocate and engage with you. One other thing I want to mention very quickly, Marty, while you're on the home page over there, and you mentioned before about birthdays, one of the best conversation starters, and I use it every day, and one of the great things about Facebook and a lot of other social media sites is that they will let you know which of your friends are having a birthday today. So now, Marty, where you are over there, let's see, you're on the home page. You might have to scroll down a little bit to where they show the birthdays for the day. Okay, I don't see it over there right now. Can you scroll back up? But usually, if you go to your home page and you go near the top of your home page, usually about, well, scroll down a little bit, Marty. Do you see anything? I can't tell. There should be something over there with the birthdays for today, unless you have it turned off on your notifications.
Well, I usually see it when I first come on in the morning. In fact, it'll be right here.
Exactly. So there'll be a list. If you click on it, it'll open up and you'll be able to see which of your friends is having it. Now, the other thing you can do to make it very easy, Marty, can you go to your settings at the top of the page over there?
Through here?
Exactly. Now, go down to your settings. So if you click on that and you go down to notifications, in the left-hand column over there, go down to notifications, right there. And one of the things that you can do, okay, it looks like you might have it turned off also, but in that section over there, click on Facebook. Let's see if it opens up, or edit. Because right now it looks like you have a lot of things turned off. Now scroll down a little bit, you'll see birthdays. See, now you have your notifications turned on for birthdays, and I would suggest that everybody does that, because this way, if maybe you forget to go to your home page and to check to see who's having a birthday that day, Facebook will actually send you an email notification telling you who's having a birthday today as a reminder. So for my money, and the way I like to market, is that I will reach out to maybe not all of those people. Again, I'll check their profile, see if they're marketers. If they are, or if I've had continuing conversations with them over a period of time, then it's easy to do. But a good way to start a conversation, if it's within a while, is to go and to wish them a happy birthday. Wish them a happy birthday. If you miss it that day, you can send it the next day and wish them a happy belated birthday. Tell them you hope they're enjoying their day. And you can ask them what they're doing online, if they're building a business. You can start the conversation a whole variety of ways, but if you just wish them a happy birthday, as opposed to just going to their profile page on their timeline and just wishing them a happy birthday like most people do, it sort of gets lost in there because everybody's doing that. But if you reach out and you send a private message wishing somebody a happy birthday, odds are very, very high probability they will reach out to you to thank you. And then you're starting a conversation, and you can take the conversation in any direction that you want to go. And that's the advantage of using Facebook birthdays as a strategy to start conversations, whether it's, again, people that you communicate on a regular basis, or very importantly, with people that maybe you don't speak to that often, and you don't know what to say to get the conversation started again. Just wish them a simple happy birthday. Most likely, chances are, they will respond, and then you can take the conversation, like I said, in a variety of ways. Back to you, Marty and Mike.
Yeah, Mark, that's really good. I want to stress to everybody that what we do, yeah, there's a lot of technical stuff that we do, but this is really all about relationships. And when you can get the trust of people, they come in, they get to know you, they see what kind of person you are, and you're building that relationship. It's just really, really important that we all do that. And I know some people out there are a little hesitant to do that, but I can tell you, with our team and the support that you have right now, you really don't have to worry about that, because once you start a conversation and people come in and they start to get really interested in about what you're doing, that's the time that you're going to bring the leaders in, whether it's Mark, whether it's Marty, whether it's me, whether it's Mike Klingler. And we are going to sit down like we are today, have a Zoom, very casual, and we're going to talk about what we do. But with what Mark and Marty are talking about, this gets the conversation started. It gets you in front of people. You start building those relationships, and it's extremely powerful once you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, because you will build a massive team. And with all the things that we're doing right now, if you can just do these simple strategies that Mark talks about and Marty talks about, in 6 months, a year, you're going to be in control of a massive distribution unit. You're going to have walkaway income. You're going to have residual income. And that's why we're all here, guys. We're here to develop and build an income online that will last not just for the next 2 or 3 or 4 months, because we've all done that, but will last for the next 5, 10, 15 years. So really take what Mark is saying and Marty said, take it to heart. These things really, really do work. And these guys are pros. I mean, they've built massive teams just using free Facebook. Marty, go ahead.
Yeah, Mark, great stuff, man. I mean, because in the past, I mean, I've done stuff that I've been put in Facebook jail a few times, overextending myself, and you got to be careful. So if you learn what not to do too, but I've found that, like Mark said, the more you communicate with people, whether it's a happy birthday or however you reach out, like Mark said, the more you reach out and the more people you communicate, the more Facebook will share what you have to say. It sounds crazy. I mean, you might have 4,000 friends. You're lucky if 10% see what you write. It all has to do with how involved you are. Mark's 100% right. You got to be involved, not big things. And you'd be surprised. You know, you're telling some guy who's even a big hitter, let's say, hey, happy birthday. They appreciate it. It's a big deal. It makes you feel, oh, somebody noticed, you know. And I always knew, well, it's little, but it's the little things you do compounded to the bigger things. Man, it's just so it's so powerful. And I've seen it. I've talked to people throughout the last 10, 15 years, and they'll still contact me after not even talking to them for 2 or 3 years. They go, hey, how you doing? It's been a long time. And they're going. And it's taken me like 5 minutes to figure out who is this. And then they say it, a bell goes off, and it's from some point in time that I reached out to them about something, and they felt a friendship of some type. It's a big deal. And like Mark said, guess what? It cost $0. This is $0. Yeah, there's paid advertisement, but there's $0 advertisement too. A lot of it. You just gotta reach out. That's all. He's 100% right. I do it every day. Not with everybody. In the beginning, I did. If you breathed and you could walk upright, I would be your friend. But yeah, you gotta calm it down a little bit, because you wind up surrounding yourself with people that have no intentions on. And not, like I said, like Mark said, yeah, some of it's my family, but my family knows what I do. They know what and they just go with the flow. But yeah, I just had somebody wanted to be my friend. I went back to see who he was. Entrepreneur, business guy. He's in a couple different businesses, and I said, okay. Then I IM'd him and say, hey, Bill, or whatever his name was, we're now friends. And does it mean anything today? No, but you can't look for today in this business. A mansion is one block. It's just a lot of them stacked together. So you need the one, and you just keep stacking them, and you'll get what you'll build the home you want. So, and like Mike said, this is for another story, but this duplication that Mike Klinger's coming out with it's gonna change lives. Because I believe there's a lot of Mike Ellis, there's a lot of Mark Korn, there's many Martys out there that always were missing that one piece. I don't care whether it's support, whether it's just the small things that you say, nobody's helping me, or nobody knows what problem I'm having. That's not the case here. It's a big deal. It means a lot. It means a lot to me and everybody I talk to. So, yeah, support's a big deal, but we're going to be cranking this thing in overdrive like right away, and I can't wait. That's all I got.
Mark, anything else?
Oh, absolutely. I have a couple of other things I'd like to add real fast.
Let's hear them.
It's, basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's all about attraction marketing. And like Mike and Marty have both mentioned also, I mean, with this business, I mean, we don't have to chase after people. We attract people to us. When you're having a conversation, especially if you're active on a site like or in a venue like Facebook, and you're posting your own content on a regular basis, making videos like Mike does, like Marty does, like I like to do, and you have content out there, people are going to see your content. They're going to be curious about you. They're going to want to learn more about you. They're going to go to your profile, just like I told you to go to their profile to check them out. And they're going to see your content. They're going to come and they're going to ask you, what are you doing? So you're not going to have to chase them. They're going to come after you. So again, it's all about attraction marketing, and that's what we all do. Now, one of the things, and there are a lot of ways to do paid and marketing as well as free marketing, but as long as we're talking about free marketing, and I know Mike mentioned YouTube, and we all love to market on YouTube as well, but as long as we're talking about Facebook specifically today, one of the things I have in my group that I'm going to pass over to Marty, so Marty can put it in his group also, so we can help, and that's what we're all about. We're about helping as many people as we can. I've been an ardent follower for many years of Max Steingart. I don't know how many of you that are watching are familiar with Max, but Max is basically the godfather of social media. He is the expert when it comes to social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, especially Facebook. So I have some free resources that Marty will have in his group very shortly. I have it in my group for people that are watching this that are already in my Facebook group. It's a free resource, and it's from Max Steingart, and it's going to help you to know exactly what it is that you need to do to basically give yourself a presence, an online presence on Facebook, starting from the very beginning of just connecting with people. And again, it's all about connecting, communicating. This resource will give you basically all the things that you need to be aware of from A to Z and everything in between, so you can become an excellent Facebook marketer. And it's a free resource. I suggest that you download it, you look at it, you review it. And again, it doesn't matter what business you're in. We want to help everybody to succeed. And we know, as we've all mentioned before, we have found our home. We found the vehicle that we know is going to be around for a long time. It's being built to last. Everybody is getting results literally from day number one. So we're using it along with all the other methods that we're going to be rolling out and introducing in the very near future. So there are a variety of ways to reach out to people and to communicate and to do everything that you need to do to basically convert these people into new business partners. So again, being a Facebook marketer, my venue of choice is Facebook, but there are a lot of ways to market out there. As long as you've got skin in the game and you want to reach out to people and communicate, you'll learn from us the best ways to do it, the best practices. That's it for me.
Yeah, Mark, that's really, really good. Marty and Mark, they've got just a wealth of information that they want to share with everybody on our team. And if you just come at this and take it a little bit at a time until you get comfortable with everything, and then eventually you can really kick it into gear where everything is just cranking and your business is actually starting to grow. With the leaders we have on this team, and we're going to be doing more of these Zooms, sharing with you our strategies, what we do, and how we build our business. And really the next 6 months is just absolutely going to be fun. We're talking to many people right now, people that didn't have all the pieces to the puzzle, weren't quite sure how to build their business. We're solving all of those problems, and Facebook, it's just a really good place to start, to get your feet wet, to start building those relationships, getting to know people, and for them to getting to know you also. And once that happens, you really can't stop it. Last night when we were talking to Mike, he flat out told us, he said, listen, guys, all the stuff that you're doing, you don't know how many people you're connecting with. You don't know how many people are watching you because of what you're doing on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on all the social medias. And if you give it time, these people, like Marty said, they might not contact you tomorrow, but in the course of time, they might get back to you in a week or a month or 2 months. And you don't know who that one individual is that gets back with you. The timing is right, and it's because of what you did on Facebook. They come in, they get into Unify, they join your team, and they're a big hitter. They're a whale, and you didn't know it. This is happening time and time again throughout our whole team. And we have anecdotal evidence that we can share with you, and we'll do that in the future. I won't do it today. But there are some big hitters coming in that don't just have a few hundred people. They have like 100,000 people. So everything that you do on Facebook, everything that you do that Mark is talking about and Marty is talking, it will pay off, guys. You just have to get in there, start friending people 15 at a time, and then start the process. It does work. And over the course of the next 6 months to a year, with all the leaders above you and on our team, it's really going to be a fun time. Anything else, guys?
I have something.
Marty, anything else?
Yeah,
Go ahead. Let's hear it, Marty.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because when you guys talk, you remind me of something else. One really nice thing, if you've been online, I don't care if it's been for a week or 10 years or 20 years, one of the hardest things for people is the word no. It just crushes them. If you do attraction marketing, no's are goodbye. You don't hear it because they're asking you. They're either asking you or they're not asking you. So the word no, I haven't had anybody tell me no in 2 years maybe. I have people say, I'm not interested, but they ask me. See, once you go to them, they have the upper hand. They're allowed to tell you no. But when they ask you for the information, here, what do you want to do? Oh, thank you. That sounds unbelievable. Can you send me more info? That's what I get most of the time. But the attraction marketing that Mark was talking about, and all of us are talking about, is such a big deal. For one thing, it's a lot more fun. The second thing is you're weeding out people that have no intentions on doing anything because they're asking you. People, listen, everybody out there wants what we have. They just don't know it yet. I guarantee it. Everybody wants to provide for their family, make a little extra money. They're tired of working. You got 168 hours a week, the same as the richest man in the world or the poorest man in the world. And you might, if you trade it for hours for dollars, you're never going to make it. You're never going to be what you would call free. This has residual income. We have the team. We have the system. Attraction marketing. I mean, sky's the limit. It's a big deal. But remember, no's are gone. You don't get a no. Do it right. You don't get a no. And you got everybody here to help you. So that's what we're here for. The more people we help, the better things get. And then you'll see what we're doing, and you go, "Wow, that is so cool." Once I saw all the pieces, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. But as I saw things building, I went, wow, this is everything. This is what I've been looking for. It took me 15 years, but this is what I want. And all that together, it's a big deal, people. It's a big deal. We're here to help. That's all I got.
Okay, one more thing from me also then, because like you said, Marty, you just reminded me of something I wanted to say as well. I think that what I want to really emphasize now is that, and a lot of you guys that are watching this might already be in Unify. Of course, a lot of you that are watching this are not in Unify. But you know what? This is such a powerful program. You probably will be at one point in time. I think everybody will be in Unify at some point. So I think the smart move right now, and I'm sure that most of you guys are smart marketers, so the smart move as far as I'm concerned right now is to be able to reach out to the people, communicate, ask the right questions, invite them, share, unify with them, because I'll tell you what, if you wait 3 months, 6 months, whatever, it's still going to be a great opportunity. But then a lot of the people that you're going to be asking, sharing with, they're going to tell you, sorry, I'm already in Unify. So the sooner you get in, the sooner you start sharing, the better off you'll be, because you're going to be in eventually, like everybody else will be. You might as well be asking them to join you instead of them asking you to join them.
Yeah, that's perfect, Mark. I want to add one last thing. Listen, if you guys are fresh to Facebook and you need a little additional help, reach out to Mark, reach out to Marty. They're more than happy to talk with you. It's a 5-minute conversation, and they're going to get you going if you need that kind of help. Most of you, you're going to listen to this. Yeah, I'm ready to go, and they're going to run. But if you need to talk to Mark or Marty and I, just let us know. We'll set up a Zoom or Skype, whatever. We'll chat for 5 or 10 minutes, and you'll be ready to go. Go. So that's it for today, guys. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
One last thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I want everybody to be aware also. A lot of people might feel a little bit overwhelmed. Oh, my God, I don't have the time to do all these things. You know what? Facebook, if you leverage your time, which it can certainly do through the system we use, that really automates things, leverages your time. Facebook, reaching out to people, making new friends, connecting, having conversations, does not take long. Take it in small chunks, small bites, do a few a day, but just keep people in your funnel. You want to keep making new friends, talking to people. With Facebook, you'll never run out of people to speak to. And like I said, these could be future business partners. That's it for me.
Okay, guys, we're done. I hope that helps everybody. Again, if you need help, reach out. And in the meantime, we will see you at the top. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay, no, that's good, guys. Very good. So,
Did you start recording it?
It's still recording, but I can chop it off. There we go. I'll cut this part off. But yeah, you guys kept reminding me of something else. I'm like, holy cow.
Well, this conversation could go for 2 hours, guys. I mean, it really could. But you don't want to overwhelm them. Yeah. But no, what you guys gave it's a great starting place, and as they go from there, we're going to continue to add to it, like Mike does with us. Mm-hmm. Every time we get to a certain plateau, he goes, "Okay, now do this." So it's all good stuff.
Yep. Facebook ads can, be costly, obviously. So there'll be plenty of people that go on to, participate in the Facebook ads, and God bless them. That's great. Very, very powerful. But there are going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be able to afford to do that. And
that's right.
We need to make sure that they're aware that there are alternatives and other methods that they can use, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it might be. There are other ways. People shouldn't be afraid and think that if they join our team, they're going to have to spend a lot of money advertising. Just not the case.
I agree, Mark. I agree. And like I said, it's a great place for them to start, and they can build a business with Facebook with free stuff.